3 count question of the week.
So we have one of those, yeah.
The 3 count question of the week.
I think I like Mark's better.
That's fine. I fucking hate that. It's one of
I love it.
my least favorite.
It is so good, Ryan. It's never
love
going
it.
away. This one's never going away.
My finger can go inside.
None of them are going.
It did. It can go inside.
But like we said, at Randy Orton's Survivor Series competed in at Survivor Series. Randy Orton competed in his 177th WWE pay-per-view match. Does this put Randy Orton in your greatest of all time conversation?
No.
Be it WWE or like his generation of WWE or the business as a whole.
My finger's in it now.
All right, I'm not going to do them when you force it, okay? I'm just
Oh no, my finger was in it though.
Anyone want to lead us off? Does it put Randy Orton anywhere near your greatest of all time list?
He puts it near it, but he doesn't make it like, I don't know if he makes top 3, maybe top 5.
Okay.
I think it puts him right outside the top 5. I think
and that's just for his generation, not all of
time. Okay.
Oh, in all time, yeah, no, he's not even. Yeah, I don't think he's near the top 5. You can recognize it as a hell of an accomplishment. Much like Cal Ripken Jr.'s streak was a phenomenal streak, but I don't think anybody puts him in the best baseball player of all time category.
No,
Jim does.
No, well, I don't even do that. Like,
you're the only Orioles fan I know. So at this point,
he was like my favorite player growing up, and like, I mean, the streak obviously is a monumental feat, but I mean, he was great in the field, but he was a average hitter. I mean, he was
right. Very reliable again, and I think that's the WWE. You get to go to all these shows if you don't get hurt. So, yeah,
and if you can lay off the weed, Randy.
That's what keeps him so young.
It preserved him a bit.
That's true. All those suspensions, all those 90 days.
90 days off here, 90 days off there.
He made his first appearances with the company in March of 2002.
It was a good year.
A WrestleMania Fan Access. That's unreal.
Still in high school.
High school. This fucking guy debuted, and he's still going.
And we're old as shit.
Yeah,
we're old as shit, and he is on the wrong side of 30. So, we're all there.
The list is wild. Did you see the list?
I did not.
Let's hear it.
So Orton is 177. Mm-hmm. He beat Kane at 176.
Okay.
Undertaker at 174.
Well, Undertaker spent a lot of time off. Like
on the shelf, yeah.
Like, how the hell did Kane have the number one?
Yep. Triple H 173. Number 5 was John Cena at 163.
Okay.
I think Cena is probably the only realistic one that could have beat the 177.
Yeah, if he didn't go Hollywood like The Rock, he probably has that.
He probably has it. Number 6 is Chris Jericho at 144. So it's already a pretty significant drop. It's 33 pay-per-views. The Big Show at 142.
Oh, hit the O again. Nobody wants to see
do it one more time.
Oh. Hit it twice. That's awful.
Oh. That was Jericho at 6.
They're doing the sign.
Big Show. Etch has 135. The Miz
still in the running.
Still in the running. The Miz has 121.
Okay.
And that's number 9. And then Kofi Kingston and the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels both sitting with 117.
17. Okay.
So the next pay-per-view Kofi's on will knock the Heartbreak Kid out of the top 10.
Yeah, don't be so sure the Heartbreak Kid doesn't show up.
I was saying there's got to be another Saudi show.
One of those Saudi shows.
Yeah. Yep.
You can bring it.
I mean, that's the top 10 goes from 177 to 117. So there's a 60 show difference between
that's a
1 and
that's a lot.
10.
I mean, even on a year where you have a couple of Saudi shows, there's still only what
12, 13, 15 at the
14,
most.
15 at most. So that's 4 years of wrestling every pay-per-view. That's a lot of shows, man.
I mean,
The
that's a
big
lot
show,
for us to even watch,
Yes.
let
Yes.
alone somebody perform on.
So it's 177, if I can
That's the number, yeah.
do the
Keep
math.
math.
It's divided by 12 months in a year, 14.75. If you would have worked every single one.
And
Wow.
he's been
It's-
doing it for 19 years.
Yeah, so I mean
Wow.
that's reliable.
So he's
yeah,
really only missing like 1, maybe 2 pay-per-views a year.
yeah, those weed suspensions.
Right.
He
His
is
90
the
days
he is
slap
the
on the
Cal
wrist.
Ripken of the WWE. Yeah.
You know, the occasional injury, but yeah, it's
Good on defense and offense is mediocre. Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah.
But he's still got a good RKO, and he can still bust that out when he needs to.
That RKO was a thing of beauty. I will say that.
It was so good.
I don't think
No.
anyone's going to top the one from
No,
Mania 31, though, right?
never.
Okay.
Nope, I agree.
Um,
And that was all Seth on that
Yes.
too. And I love how Randy just kind of still touts it as, "Oh, I hit the greatest RKO of all time."
like, sure,
Like, that's
sure you did. You mean you fell when a guy fell out of the sky? But hey, you do you, buddy.
impressive, but come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
man.
How did the Big Show rank so high in that? I don't remember him being on all those pay-per-views.
Well, are they counting pay-per-views as the Giant with WCW, or is this solely
That's a good question.
WWE?
That's a great question. It was from BT Sport WWE. So whatever BT Sport is.
It's the UK, I think. Is that a UK thing?
Yeah, sure it is.
No, the Big Show debuted in '99, I think it was.
in
The Big Show or the Giant?
The Big Show, didn't he appear in '99?
He was on WrestleMania 2000. Yeah.
Yeah, he might have been even a little
Or maybe it was-
before.
Maybe it was 2000. Well, he was in the NWO.
He was in the Union. That storyline was what,
He
98?
signed a 10-year contract with WWF on February 9th, 1999.
Yeah, Jim,
You're
so good at what you do.
Debuting under the name of Paul White as a member of the corporation at St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
That's right. He threw Austin out of the
February.
cage.
Renamed the Big Show, he made his WrestleMania debut at WrestleMania 15, facing Mankind for the right to referee the main event between Austin and The Rock.
Ooh.
Wow, that sounds just awful.
It does. Yeah, it does.
Well, and don't worry, we have plenty of awful still to come on this show.
Sure
much.
do.
That's right.
Um,
So much awful.
We're gonna lean into it.
but yeah, I don't think Orton doesn't make. He doesn't make like a greatest of all time list. It's an impressive number.
So does he make the Mount Rushmore of his time?
Probably. I mean,
I would think so.
he's crossed a couple of generations. He's
Yeah.
like, so I would certainly probably I would
I
certainly.
mean, we're talking about like year 2000 wrestling. So like people who
Wait,
debuted.
does he? I mean,
And
assuming
people
you would put Austin on that list,
Do you?
The Rock on that
Do-
list.
Do you put those two on? Like they weren't
Austin and
like
The Rock are
active for
barely
the
done by that
majority. Like Triple
Okay,
H is
all right.
probably on that list.
All right,
But
I put H there.
Cena's on that list.
Cena and H. Big
Shawn
Show.
Michaels is Shawn Michaels too early for that list?
I
Honestly,
think Shawn Michaels is not active enough to make that era Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, because I mean, Austin basically retired in 02.
Oh, okay, all right.
No, 02, 03. Like WrestleMania 19 was March of 2003. So I mean, Orton's there less than a year before Austin retired, and that at that point, The
Okay,
Rock
wow.
is starting to transition out of full time wrestling.
Yeah, but I mean, I would put maybe then Undertaker would probably still be there. I'd put Taker on there.
Like who bumps him out? Like Jericho? Does Jericho bump him out? Does Angle bump him out?
No, because I think Angle's best work was probably in TNA. I mean,
I
Angle was
agree.
great in WWE, but he spent more time in the hell's Kirby doing?
Oh, he was shaking. He was shaking it off.
But I just think the fact that Orton is among the best across multiple generations, or at least the most consistent. So
Now I'm curious. Did Isaac Yankem ever wrestle on a pay-per-view, and is that counted in the Kane figure?
Isaac
Yes,
Yankem
sir.
definitely wrestled on a pay-per-view
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
because there's at least one where I think it was the
It
Bret
was
Hart.
in SummerSlam. Yeah, with Bret Hart.
Yeah, because Bret Hart and Lawler were fighting, and that's where Lawler introduced Isaac Yankem, I believe, to fight his battle against Bret Hart.
Curious.
That was after that Kiss My Foot match.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's counted in Kane stuff. Like we said, I don't know if any WCW stuff was counted in anybody else's there, but yeah, Orton's fantastic, and he's still performing at a fairly top level still today. So it's hard to discount the guy, but I just think it's one of those. There's the dog.
There he is.
Look at him.
Wow,
Look at him.
what a majestic looking creature!
Now, Mark, what does Kirby
boy.
get anything special for Thanksgiving?
He'll probably get a little bit of turkey.
Yeah,
Give him a little bit of turkey, and I mean a little bit.
man, what
You don't share the Hodeckers with him?
I don't know that he would like it, and I don't want to see any Hodeckers go to waste.
That's true. Yeah,
That's
Good
That's
point.
great point.
If he would take it out in the yard and bury it, and then I'd have celery stalks grow, I'd be really happy.
there you go.
There
You
you
got to
go.
weigh your odds there.
That's true.
I would like that a
Sacrifice a
lot.
little, but look at the return.
He could dig the holes, and I could plant the stalks.
There you go.
Ooh, right in your couch.
But Ryan or Mark, your thoughts on Orton and his place in the conversation?
Well, I think he's got to be in the conversation, Jim, and I'm sorry if that upsets you.
No, I'm
I think
fine.
he's in the conversation for sure. And I think he kind of quietly got there too. He was slow and steady, and slow and steady generally will win the race. But I'm going to put him in the conversation.
And he's 15 championships, world championships.
Yeah.
That has to be considered too. WWE champion 10 times, world heavyweight champion 4 times. They have 14.
14 times.
Intercontinental champion, U.S. champion, tag champion, Raw tag champion, SmackDown tag champion,
24/7.
Money in the Bank, 2-time Royal Rumble. He was the 17th Triple Crown champion, 10th Grand Slam champion, 2-time Slammy Award winner.
Hey,
That's
How about
something.
that?
the only thing he hasn't done is that 24/7 championship. It's just too hard to
Yeah.
win,
Yeah, it's certain.
and he should have no problem smacking around a woman.
Jesus.
Man, I wouldn't mind pinning Dana Brooke.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
What? Like I was the only one that thought it.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about it, but here we are.
But good. But what? But now that I bring it up,
But here we are. Did you answer the question right?
yeah, it's a bad question of the week. Who the fuck thought of this one?
I think that was it was you again, Ryan.
Somebody fucking come up with a better question,
Been on a roll here with
please, for God's sakes.
I mean, we were doing a
Sounds like a
recorded
good idea.
show. We didn't even need a question of the week.
but end up
Yeah,
not being
Jim.
a good idea.
You didn't even need one, but here we are.
Here we are.
What did the social media say? I said no, he's not. I caught up to Cal Ripken Jr. Remember?
That's right. Okay.
It was
No,
about 40 minutes ago we talked about it.
that's about it. Let's get a couple of these Ask 3CT questions before we jump into the
Oh, these will be fun.
so Christopher asks, who stands to benefit most once Vince is finally gone from a locker room or on air perspective?
NXT.
I mean, no one that's left. He's let them all go at this point.
Well, follow-up question, Chris, is Nick Khan still there if Vince McMahon's gone? Because if he is, then nobody.
Right. This is a Nick Khan thing, I think, more than anybody.
Yeah.
The fans, the best answer is the fans stand to get better or whatever. What was the question? I wasn't listening. Who was this from? Devin?
No, this
It's from
wasn't
Devin.
Devin. It was
Oh.
from Chris.
From Luna Kitty.
The fans.
The fans. Triple H, maybe.
Amy.
Yeah, Triple H.
Maybe, probably not on locker room. Yes, on air. No, but
But he's not been on air really character wise for a bit now. Like people still know who he is, but he's not. He doesn't have a character anymore.
so yes, correct. We got one here. What's the WWE's annual budget for tables, ladders, and chairs? More than I make.
It's nothing this year because they're not having one.
Ooh, Mark has a good answer there.
Ooh.
That's a good point.
Ooh.
Well, like,
Yeah,
are they
talking about the
are they
pay-per-view
asking for the pay-per-view, or are they asking for literally the tables and the ladders and the chairs? Because
Oh my!
those are two very different things. Which Dudley brother would win in a game of chess? Neither. Devon, probably. I would give Devon the edge. I feel like he was the brains of the operation.
Yeah, I could see Devon. Probably Big Dick.
I
Big Dick Dudley.
Big Dick
think
Dudley.
sign guy Dudley, there's no chance. He doesn't even know how to play chess.
Yeah.
Or Fudley Dudley.
I saw that Velvet Sky and brother Devon, brother Bubba, whatever his name is, Bubba Ray,
Bully Ray.
have like officially parted ways.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they've been broken up for a bit, but they've
Good
made
for
it
her.
public now.
Good for him.
They still just went to every convention together.
Yeah, I think they said they want each other to do great things. I don't know. Velvet posted it. I should have had it ready. My bad for bringing it up.
I wish
Yeah.
I would have had it ready.
I should have.
Well done, Ray.
I was ill prepared again.
Way to go.
You hate to
Bring
see
us
that
half
happen.
a story.
You know what? That's how it happens.
Aren't
what-
Charlotte and Andrade done as well?
Are they really?
I
Jesus.
think I read that somewhere.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Really?
Did Sean Ross Sapp tweet that one as well, or
Well,
No.
you're just gonna fight it anyway, Jim. So what's it matter?
I didn't know I was going to argue with every
Man,
tweet on
every tweet on Sunday.
Sunday. Sometimes things happen.
Fightful says, the sky's blue. And Jim's like, it's kind of gray here. So just let you know.
Oh, I mean, it was nighttime, so it was not blue on Sunday.
The nighttime is the right
All the
time.
skies were gray.
Fuck, Mary killed Too Cool edition. I'd kill myself. How about that?
Agreed. Yep.
Yeah, I ain't taking no stink face. I'm
No,
going
sir. And
Stink
what do you think the largest animal?
Who asked that? Who asked the too cool question?
The Mr.
Devin.
Potato Head.
That's a great question. That's actually a great question.
Great question.
Fuck, that's a good question. the one guy's just bones, so I'd have to fuck him.
Yeah, that's true. He's
wow.
nothing but dust
But
now.
I'm the asshole, huh?
Man, Smokey, what's gotten into you? The holiday season's gotten to you.
That's what it is.
Man, but you're
He's
off Friday.
preemptively pissing.
You're off tomorrow. Relax.
Yeah, you're off 2 days from now,
I'm
which
off.
is tomorrow.
I'm off today and tomorrow.
You're lucky.
Or am I?
I see what you did there. And finally, what do you think the largest animal the Big Show could successfully pin is?
Not Nia Jax.
Oh my God.
God.
Who asked that one?
Same guy.
Yeah, that's a great question too.
That's a good question.
That is a
Nia
good
Jax.
question.
That's a good question.
He could pin a deer.
Could
I
probably.
bet he could put a deer.
I think so.
Like a doe.
He's a strong guy, big guy. I go deer.
What about the old Angela from 90 Day Fiance? I bet he could pin her. The old one before she had the surgery.
Oh, P.S. Angela.
Yeah, that post-surgery or pre-surgery rather.
Yeah.
Michael tried to pin her, and look what happened.
Is that the guy with no neck?
That's
No,
Big
that's
Ed.
Big Ed.
How do
Come
I
on,
know the
Jim.
Come
Right,
on,
right.
Jim.
Everyone knows who Big Ed is, at
That's
least.
Big
Clearly
Ed.
not, Matt. Clearly not.
Nah.
Big Ed and what's her name are engaged. What is her name? I can picture her. I can't think of her name. You know,
Anyway.
right there in San Diego.
Anyhow, it'll come to you. Just
Did you guys want
blur-
to talk about 90 Day Fiance?
no, we certainly do not. All right, let's
We haven't brought that up in a long time.
let's not. We'll let you do that for 2 hours on a podcast that Matt moderates again. He loved it.
That'd be
We'll
fun.
give Paloma.
I'm ready.
Was that her name? Paloma over here?
Oh,
No.
Paloma.
What was her name?
What's her
Paola?
name?
Paola.
Paola? Is that what
Oh,
it
yeah,
is?
Paola. Paola Blaze. She's going places. You wait and see. She's gonna crack the. She's gonna make it on her wrestler of the week next year.
She has. You could do it this
You
week.
literally could have done it every week, Mark.
Yeah, you can name her
No.
your first place wrestler of the week every single
Every
week.
week. If
If
you would
you do that enough, that will
Tim's
make
gonna get
Matt
upset.
Cardona plummet even more.
even further down the list.
He's gonna continue to plummet.
He might be. Well, nobody's going to get as low as Chelsea Green, but he might continue to plummet.
Can we give her negative points? Like, is there a way that I can make it so that any points that she has are just dissipated?
We could do that.
She's
We could have
already
the
minus-
wrestler of the week and then nominate one worst
Dud
wrestler
of the week.
one
I
dud
like
of the
that.
week.
We'll discuss that, and
Discuss that for year 2.
when we restart,
One dud of the week with negative points.
Tim doesn't get to lose his picks anymore. We'll add a dud of the week. Yeah.